Thank you for having us here today. We appreciate it. I know customers like you are much more interested in addressing your own needs. The biggest challenges in growing, in growing your business this year, and specific goals you would like to achieve. I know customers really are looking for responsiveness, better pricing, solutions that work. And I know in our case, I know people often ask me, Mark, how did your company Nitel become so successful? They really want to know what our secret has been, because we've grown so rapidly. And back in 2004, when I first started with the company in sales, if you can picture 5 guys sitting around a table, 2 of whom were financing this whole thing, sitting around a table trying to figure out how we could find customers that shared some part of our vision for the company. And what could we provide? There were problems out there in telecom that others were really addressing so well that we might have solutions for. We had some ideas, but it was nobody was really interested in hearing from us, because we were nobody. But we knew we had to build relationships. We knew we had to keep our philosophy of putting the customer first is the most important thing. So we started building relationships, and we started getting some small customers. We started to grow, but we were talking to some pretty big names in telecom at that time. But finally it became so exciting when we had real interest in some of the big telecom companies, and it really became very exciting when we got our first big name in telecom, a name that everyone in telecom knew who they were, that was going to do business with us. Our first big name customer, and it was Paytech. And everyone knew who Paytech. Everyone in telecom knows who Paytech is. Of course, they're part of Windstream today, but it was so exciting for us that we finally had a company that everyone knew buying network from these 5 guys. And then others soon followed, other big names. Consolidated Communications soon after that became a customer. Everyone knows Consolidated. And Fairpoint, now part of Consolidated. But it was so exciting getting those big names in those early days. But today, now we have almost 200 employees. We do over $100 million in revenue. We're still self-funded, very profitable. In fact, our rapid growth has placed us on the list of the Inc. 5,000 fastest growing companies 9 years in a row, and it's all been 100% organic. It's been our own efforts. So today we have built the largest interconnected network platform in North America. And what that means to you is, I know, James, as part of your group, you've got to find solutions in places sometimes it's hard to get to, where it doesn't seem to have any fiber, or it's too expensive. We cover all 50 states, Canada, and Mexico. And when we design a solution, there's 3 things we keep in mind that are most important. We design a network for security, reliability, and performance. And it makes it easier for us to do, because we have a terrific pricing tool called Nitel Pro. It's very fast, it's very accurate, and it gives us the ability to provide you with the best pricing across over 1,200 telecom providers. And I know that's great. You probably wonder as well, how can you, if you've got Nitel Network, how can you keep track of it? How do you find out how well it's doing? We provide you the My Nitel web portal, which gives you easy access into real-time data on how well your network is performing. So on the back end, I know sometimes problems come up, and I know in you that your group covers the problem. We provide 24/7, 365 support. It's US-based with engineers on the front line. Remember a conversation I had with a customer a while back. They're a big cable MSO, and there was a project where we had to get a high cap, very expensive circuit into the middle of Idaho. They were the cable company up there in this big part of Idaho, very remote. And they sent us a location. It was literally in the middle of nowhere. And I was having this conversation with my customer, Art, a real down-to-earth guy. And he was telling me, he said, Mark, these customers today are only getting 1 to 2 megs of bandwidth. That's all they get up there. We have to get these customers up over 10 megs of bandwidth. In fact, they had a government commitment to do so and they had a deadline to do it. So we're looking at this situation and looking around, and there's really no fiber providers around there, and I don't know how we're going to, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know how we're going to get this done. But we had some novel ideas. We stitched some networks together, and we were able to come up with a solution, deliver it within a budget on time, and everyone was so relieved when we actually got this thing delivered, and all the customers were able to get their bandwidth that they needed there. But that is why today that really all the big cable MSOs like Comcast and Altice and Consolidated Communications still to this day see the value in our solutions and our expertise. So it's it's been a great ride. I'm so proud of being a part of this journey with Nitel, and we really appreciate this opportunity here to have all the appropriate people here together so we can map out your solutions, the impact on your business, because after all, we know what customers really demand of their vendors today, and what we deliver on is responsiveness, better pricing, and solutions that work. And we appreciate your time today. Thanks.